and welcome to this Wednesday Word of Wisdom. Relationships can be tough. There are great moments and sometimes there are not so great moments. You know what? With the creation of Fearlessly Anchored Marriages, I've had my whole focus recently on what makes relationships succeed. Now, gratitude is something that I have been working really hard on over the past little while, and I have come to recognize just how important gratitude is on our emotional well-being, on our mindsets, on our intrusive thoughts. And you know what else? It is also really powerful in our relationships. Now, before I totally kick off here, I want to remind you, subscribe to the channel, press the little subscribe button and the little bell. It helps me out and it gives you the opportunity to receive the newest videos that I've created as soon as they come out. See, gratitude has this profound positive effect on our relationships with others. It also has a really profound effect on our overall well-being. You know what? Even when times feel really hopeless, when things feel like they couldn't get any worse, there is so much to actually be grateful for. It's amazing when we take a break, when we make contact with the present moment, when we ground ourselves in the right now. We can notice things like the sun shining outside, or the feel of the warmth of the sun on our body, or the scent of a good cup of coffee, or wrapping yourself up in a comfy blanket on your chair. And those little bits and pieces of every single day that we get to enjoy. That's where we get to be in the present and in the moment. Now for a second, I want you to take a moment and turn that mindful awareness towards your partner. Notice all of the things that you love and you cherish about your partner, especially when you're feeling irritated. That is when we need to pause and we need to reflect those qualities and those characteristics that we value so much about our partner, because a lot of times those things that irritate us, those were things that were actually really special to us about our partner. You know what? We need to allow ourselves space to just be in that gratitude space, recognizing the differences between you and your partner, appreciating all those little things that make each one of your perspectives so unique, and how those qualities about your partner captivated you, that those were the things that interested you and that you loved about your partner. Everybody wants to be respected, and your partner is no different, right? So cultivating this respect for the relationship and for your partner increases the sense of trust between you, helping you and your partner feel more valued, appreciated, loved. It's really amazing how connected we can begin to feel for our partner when we take the time to pause and reflect on all the ways they have tried to show us value and tried to step up to the plate. We have to choose to see. You have to choose to see. I've just created my 30-day Living Love Intentionally Challenge. I'm going to tell you how to join me in that shortly, but I wanted to let you know that that's what this is about, right? I can't even count the number of times that I've had to get my own attitude in check and shift my perspective by choosing to see all of the good that's around me and the gift that my husband is in my life. All of the things that I would not have been able to do if he wasn't doing his part. There have been many moments where it has been a tough go for me. Tough to see anything good in what's going on. Tough to see past what I wanted or what I expected. What those pieces are in the relationship. I have to actually take a look at what is happening that I haven't been paying attention to. But if I'm completely honest, my attitude then shifts. I'm able to move through what I had hoped for and see what is actually right in front of me. If I close the door to seeing what he is doing for me, I move us towards this place of bitterness and resentment. And trust me, I do not want that. When you choose to express gratitude towards your partner, you are going to increase the chances that they will behave in more loving ways towards you in the future. When you feel gratitude towards your partner, the chances of your behaving in a positive and loving way is going to increase towards them as well. And who wouldn't want to create these loving cycles of gratitude in their relationship? And it only takes one person to begin the cycle, but you have to choose. You have to choose to see beyond what you've been noticing. You can begin to witness the positive effects of gratitude and watch it sort of develop within your relationship when you start to practice being mindful, practice that feeling of gratitude in your relationship. And to do that, all you have to do is actively start paying attention to and notice the positive things that your partner does. Many of us have a natural tendency to only become really alert to the negative cues or signs that our partner has done something wrong. It is much, much more beneficial to strengthen the loving bond of your relationship, to, catch your partner doing something positive. Think about it. Think about how often your partner does something kind. Think about how often they do something that they consider thoughtful or loving in your daily lives that you might have let go unnoticed. See, Fearlessly Anchored Marriages hits really hard on this in terms of giving you some solid ways to deeply connect with your partner and to start speaking love to your partner so that you guys can find those things to be grateful for.
Want to reignite the spark in your relationship?
We've all been there, thinking, is this all there is?
I want passion. I want intimacy. I want connection.
Join Troy Reeves and Michelle Newstetter as they walk you through 3 simple steps to recreating passion, purpose, and potential for your relationship.
This free event will change how you look at your relationship while giving you the tools you need to reignite the pilot light of your relationship.
Let's learn to live love intentionally.
When you choose to become mindful in the present moment, you're increasing the chances of noticing the positive. And the reason why is because you sit there and you start to notice what's happening here in the present moment. Once you begin to really notice more of the positive things that your partner does, whether for themselves, for you, for others, you will naturally start to experience that feeling of appreciation and gratitude more. These feelings of gratitude then start to prompt you to actively value your partner and start to treat them better as a result of that. So there's a couple of things that I need you to keep in mind when it comes to this. You know what? When it comes to the expectations, there's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. The first one is that you're both doing the best you can. Given your respective histories, your uniqueness, how you show love, how you receive love, you're doing the best you can. And we need to be able to see that in our partner. We also can see that we can do better, that we are capable of learning, changing, adapting, becoming better, becoming more skillful as long as we choose and we practice. But that's a me thing. I have to keep myself accountable to that. Another thing that we need to do when we're trying to show gratitude in our relationship is to show thanks. When you notice that your partner has done something kind or thoughtful, tell them. Let your partner know that you appreciate that thoughtfulness. Express that gratitude. Consider, the personality of your partner, history together, reflect on things that are like the best ways for you to, as a unique couple, express gratitude towards one another. Maybe you and your partner would really deeply appreciate a genuine thank you, or a sweet little note hidden someplace, or a hug at the end of the day. Part of expressing real, true gratitude to your partner is expressing it in a way that shows you understand them and you appreciate them and you appreciate what they do. It can be so easy to get so caught up in that negativity that we feel like a failure all the time with our partner. So we have to choose to go the extra mile of doing something thoughtful for our partner. You know what? Recognize that expressions of gratitude, they don't have to be over the top. They don't have to be extravagant. Gratitude is most deeply felt when it comes from a place that's really genuine, really heartfelt. When you do something thoughtful and loving for your partner, in return, you're building that positive cycle of gratitude in your relationship. So many of the problems that we face in our partner relationships come up because we want to change our partner. Sure, this is true. We think we would be happier if our partner would be more like this or like that. The truth is, we cannot change the other person. We can only change ourselves. So instead of trying to change your partner, why not try to see them with new eyes every day, learning to accept ours and our partner's individuality and our differences, right? This is going to start to bring some greater connection and harmony in the relationship. Each moment that we have, each moment that we spend with our partner, away from our partner, gives us opportunity to notice things to be grateful for. You know what? Noticing the positive doesn't have to mean that everything is sunshine and rainbows all the time. As long as you're starting to notice and appreciate some of the positive things and keeping some of the negative things in better perspective, right? Things usually are not all good or all bad. Reality is usually somewhere in the middle. So when we begin to notice the positive and loving things that our partner does that we might be overlooking, then we start to build this reciprocal cycle of gratitude in the relationship. So I want you to start to think into this. How can you show more gratitude? How can you express more gratitude? And how can you keep yourself accountable to show that value to your partner? On extremeexcellence.ca, only one E in the middle though, I've got these crash courses that will give you a really quick start to connecting with your partner, as well as Fearlessly Anchored Marriages, and that the Fearlessly Anchored Marriages is only going to be accepting registrations at the 50% discount price for a short while longer. But if you jump over to extremeexcellence.ca, check out those crash courses. There are some quick tips that will transform and shift your relationship into something much more successful. And jump in, join the challenge, 30-day Living Love Intentionally Challenge. I hope I see you there. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now.
Do you want to reignite the spark in your relationship?
How can you be more fearless?
How can you anchor yourself to the truths you know, but you aren't living out?
Fearlessly Anchored Marriages is a program that will teach you to live love intentionally. Anything you want in life does not come accidentally.
So why would your relationship be any different?
Over the next 12 weeks, you will be exposed to some of the mindset blocks that could interfere with your current relationship. You will be coached to learn how to set boundaries, how to recognize opportunities, how to develop self-awareness, how to lead yourself and lead your relationship.
We've all been there. The struggle is real. We want to feel connected, heard, valued, and loved. Join us in transforming your relationship. Reignite the flame.
Reconnect. Refresh.
Fearlessly
Anchored Marriages. Let's live love
intentionally.